Now then, welcome back to Utopia³. And I am playing in the Resurrection Modpack with the Applied Energistics 2. And it's about time I got it going on. We've been trying for ages to get something... Oh, someone's already been here. Yeah, someone's already been here. Dang it. Ah! Been trying for ages to get the Applied Energistics 2 on the go on my channel. I've done lots of Applied Energistics 1 and I really want to do some Applied Energistics 2. I don't know if this quartzite ore can actually do anything for me. Uses can make quartzite, which is used for other stuff that is not... it can be pulverized into quartzite dust. Okay. So technically that might work. Maybe. Let's see. Uses of quartzite dust. Can I turn it into... Oh, I can turn it back into quartzite. That's not really one. Can I turn it into seeds? No, I don't seem to be able to turn it into seeds. So that's something Greg Tech has put in, and I don't know what it's for. I got a little meteorite detector over here. Little compass, and I'm trying to find meteorites, but this one was one of the closer ones to where I was, and someone's already looted it, as you've seen. There are some underground, and I've already had a go at looking for one that's underground, and unfortunately not. No, didn't work. Wouldn't let me. No, couldn't find it. I know you can narrow it down to a chunk when it's spinning, so I was sort of expecting it to stop spinning and then we dig down a bit and we find this great big meteorite under the ground. But no, I couldn't find anything. I'm digging around for ages. I was. Ages and ages and ages I was. Well, I finally found one that's untouched. Untouched by the looks of it. Nobody's been on it. I can see that the top is unhacked. So let's go and find out if it's got what I need inside it. In the middle of a meteor, when you find one in the world like this, or underground. And come on, server, keep up with my digging. I want to dig these blocks out and then get back to base. There we go. And what do we got? We've got some gold nuggets, awesome, and a logic press. The one and only that we were missing. Awesome. Now I can get back to base and hopefully stop the rain and all the lag and everybody bouncing in and out. Minecraft authentication servers going down left, right and centre and all that kind of stuff. And get on with some Applied Energistics 2. Yeah! Alrighty, so we're back in a secret location. As you can see, I've taken up hiding. I've hidden myself. There's no minimap just in case CEO of Nemgo Ego goes and has a look at this video. But I've got myself a secret little laboratory base, currently built into the side of something, obviously, because I've got a bit of grass work there. But it's a place. It's a place for me. I've got a few bits and pieces that I salvaged from Nemgo. The basics of a supply of lava, which that has got quite a bit of fuel still in it. A magmatic dynamo, which is pretty adequate for giving out power to these few things that I've got doing here. And I've also got an energy cell. The energy cell is looping, so it's got an input at the back and an output at the side. So it goes in and it comes back out again if it needs coming out again. Yes? So then the dynamo doesn't need to worry too much. I just leave it like that for now. It's fine. The only things I'm powering over here, though, I'm powering an energy acceptor from Applied Energistics, which I could make without needing the logic press. A charger, which I made, but I didn't get the achievement get for that. That was annoying. There's a whole set of achievement gets here, right? And I made, I think I charged the Certis quartz in the charger after already having Fluix crystals and stuff earlier, which meant that I got this unlocked. I've got that unlocked. I got that unlocked. Got this unlocked, and now I've got to craft a charger again to unlock it, because of course if you make a charger, well, you make anything on the achievement before you've unlocked the path to that achievement, you don't get the achievement. So I've got to make another charger. It's annoying because I only really need one. Chargers only gain power from top or bottom, I believe. I tried to power it like these from the back. One thing, it's see-through, so not having any blocks behind there, just having a power cable was ugly. That was one thing, and it didn't work. I powered it from the top, and it worked. So instead, I've put it on this energy acceptor as part of this little bench here, and it accepts energy from the system up into it, and it works now. So we get... I've got some crystals left. I've got some somewhere. Where did I put them? Where did I put them all? Never. I'm sorry, I lost them all. Ah, there they are. That's okay. I knew I had loads. I was like, oh god, I didn't lose them all, did I? This is basically the entire supply of Certis quartz that was available at Nemgo from all of our mining efforts and things. And as you can see, I've got other bits charged that I charged in industrial electrolyzers and did some other bits and pieces down at the tanker once upon a time. But this just, you pop it in with a right click, and then after a few minutes of taking the power from below, it charges. And prove me wrong, why don't you? Go on. Let's say hello to Bob while we're here. This is Bob, and Bob is very good at selling silicon plates. For only 2 emeralds, he sells me 10 silicon plates. And it's done. Ping. Thank you. Charged Certis quartz crystal. Awesome. So we got that. Bob sells these silicon plates, and it's very difficult to get to silicon plates easily without going through the whole GregTech thing. So I think this villager trade is here for people who aren't going into GregTech to still be able to enjoy Applied Energistics 2 in the Modpack. It is a Greg thing. This is a GregTech item. So GregTech has put that item trade in the villagers' available trades. He's modified the villagers' trades to add it, just so there's a workaround in case you don't want to go through processing all the GregTech stuff and want to do Applied Energistics. I think. So I think he's a nice man. I'm not going to blame Greg for that. I think he's a nice man. It is rather cheap at 2 emeralds for 10, but emeralds don't come that easy. He's made them few and far between as well. So it's not that... Yeah, I don't know. Swings and roundabouts. I may have got lucky. Now, the presses that we had already... engineering press, silicon press. These ones were spares that Akko brought over. And they're spares. I've already got one of each, except for the one that we've just been hunting for, which was the logic press. Potentially the most important of the presses. And I'll show you why this episode, because we're going to do a little bit of it today. The logic press. There we go. Out of the 4 presses, right? The first press is a silicon press, and you make an inscriber, which we'll do in a minute, and then you put the silicon into this slot here, and it presses out a printed silicon, right? Then there's the inscriber calculation press, which you put the pure Certis quartz crystals in, and you get a printed calculation circuit. This one, I take the logic press and I put a gold in, and it will create a gold logic processor. There we go, a printed logic circuit, which is very, very useful. So I'm going to take that out, put another one in straight away. There's no easy way to automate this. There are ways, and I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I'm going to do most of this by hand when I need it, because supplies are short. But at a later date, I will do the automation for this. There are ways and means to automate them. I tested it out once upon a time in Utopia³ on the test server. And I think I showed it in a video back then as well. I think I did. But these are possibly the most important of them. The diamond one, which is the engineering press. We'll make one of those as well, why don't we? Put one in there. The diamond one makes the advanced processors. Let's see, there we go. Printed engineering circuit, which can make the advanced processing stuff. like for the ME controller and some of the disk drives and things like that. But the majority of the basics require the gold. And I just got all the gold, thank you. So I've got 3 now. That'll do for now, and I've got another one ready in there as well. I just want to show you the basics first. As I do, I'm working through the basics. I'm trying to get back up to the speed that we were at in previous series. So in the complete pack, we did a fair bit of checking out the automation and also did a bit in the assembly chambers and things. So I want to get back up to assembly chambers fairly quickly. Sticky pistons, a pure thing, and something. I need a couple of sticky pistons. Don't think I've got what it takes to get a sticky piston on me right now. So I'm going to have to go and get some slimes killed. So I'll be back when I've got the sticky pistons. Okay, so with sticky pistons, the fluix crystal, and the bit of iron, we get an inscriber. And that's one of the first things that you're going to need, of course. Now, I've got power supply going in it just by direct energy pipes from extra utilities. And it works fine with these. As you can see, they've already done a process each. They work fine like that, no problem at all. Now, the next stage is to make the actual the actual processors themselves. So we take a look at a processor. Here we go. We've got the 3 types of processor here. So we've got the calculation processor, which is made using the quartz. We've got the engineering processor, which is made using the diamond. And we've got the logic processor, which is made using the gold. And these combined with redstone, a silicon, a gold, and a redstone. Or a silicon, well, any one of the 3 circuits, redstone and a silicon, makes the final processor. Alright, so that's a thing that we're going to do. Let's put one of those in there, like that. And I'll show you what we're making in a minute. Let's put that in there. Again, you can't put stacks in these. You can only put them singly. There are ways to automate, which we'll get around to eventually, I'm sure. But the graphics are really cool as well. Look, stampy, stampy. It's pretty cool, yeah? Like. So I got that back. There we go. I may as well make 2 more while I'm at it. There we go. Pang, give me that. And put that in there. There we go. And put that. And that. There we go. And let that work. Okay, so what I've got going on in this place, right? This guy sells me the silicon, the other things I find, and then that's all powered up and supplying and doing stuff. I've got an energy acceptor there, which basically means that I've got an AE system. I have an ME network already set up, but I don't have any, like, real things that I can interact with. I've got a disk drive here that I made a while back that doesn't have any disks in. And the reason it doesn't have any disks in is because I can't do anything with it. One of the first things that you're going to have to do with Applied Energistics, let's get it up on the subsets here so we can see it all nice and simple, because we're focusing on that today. Making a charger. We've got 2 crystals. Okay, I currently don't have any more crystals, right? So I have to grow them, and that's where these seeds come in. You take a bit of sand, which I currently don't have, which is probably because I've already made all my crystals. You can take fluix dust. Let's look at the seeds in here. You take fluix dust and sand, or Certis quartz dust and sand. Certis quartz dust and sand makes 2 seeds, and nether quartz dust and sand makes 2 nether quartz seeds, and fluix dust and sand makes fluix seeds. Now, fluix dust is a combination, it used to be, or a ground down version of something. It's a ground down version of fluix crystals. You can make these fluix crystals a different way as well. You can drop a charged Certis quartz, a nether quartz, and a redstone into a puddle next to each other and wait a moment to receive 2 fluix crystals. So you're basically dropping a Certis quartz and a nether quartz and a redstone into the puddle and receiving the fluix crystals. Okay? and then you grind it down, and then you add it to sand, and you can make the actual crystals here to be able to then make pure crystals. And I definitely don't have any there, do I? And the thing that I want to make most of all right now is an interface. I want to make an interface. There we go, an interface. And these interfaces require formation cores, which is logic press and fluix dust. And also we require the... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That one. Moving around on me. Annihilation core, which is the quartz, and another logic press makes those. So I can make those easy enough now to make that start. But this is kind of where we're auto-processing something. I've tested this out with a chest right here. And it works perfectly fine. I've got a little thing going on over here as well, which is working perfectly fine. Let's take one fluix seed out and put it into this dispenser here. As soon as there's something in the dispenser, the redstone comparator takes a signal, powers it round, brings it back here, and this comparator here makes a little flashy beep, flashy beep, flashy beep, and makes a little thing, making this redstone trigger the dispenser to fire, fire, fire. So while there's something in the dispenser, it continues just looping around to fire, fire, fire into the water. And the fluix seeds have to go into the water, and I have to try and not pick them up. Oh, come on, give me that. Give me back, give me back, give me back. No, thank you. How many do I need? I want that one there. I want that one that's on the floor there. Give me it. Really? Okay, it's not there. Okay, maybe this doesn't work 100% of the time. Maybe not at all. They don't despawn. Maybe we're getting a bit of server lag or something. And there we go. A quick relog and it's fixed. Maybe it doesn't like being fired from a dispenser. There is an open blocks version of a dropper, which I may use the open blocks dropper instead of a dispenser. I think it'll still work with the same redstone pulse. If there's something in it, it'll fire it out. But it may be more accurate, less glitchy, because we've got water and a little bit here that it could potentially fall out of. But anyway, let's put that in there and leave it there. It should stay in the water and process. It will grow. And these chargers, these crystal growth accelerators, they're fairly easy to make as well. They're being powered from the energy acceptor under the floor. So they will make it grow much faster than if I just threw it in a puddle on its own. You can possibly see that it's already a lot bigger than it was. And it'll eventually get to the full size, which is cool. Okay, so what we are actually making, we're making the interface for this little thing. So we need a formation core, which is that and fluix and one of those. So I need another one. There we go. Right, so we need that twice. We need one of these. Yeah, and one of those. That'll make the formation cores. And take that away. We're going to need the Certis quartz one. No, the nether quartz one, which I currently don't have any made up, so we'll have to quickly make one. Let's get one of those out. Let's put them all away. One of those out. Thank you. I'm making these very sparingly because I have limited resources right now. So I've thrown one of those in there, and that'll make us a pure charged, well, a pure nether quartz one to make the other part that we needed for this. The other formation core with one of those. There we go. And then that'll give us the interface. I need a bit of glass as well. Do I have any glass on me? No. Okay. While these are growing, I'm going to go and get some glass. Alrighty. That looks like it's done. The seeds themselves don't despawn in the water. They just grow really, really slowly without these growth accelerators. They take a fluix block, which is just 4 fluix crystals, and then it's just a bit of iron and a bit of quartz glass and a couple of cubes. Easy enough to craft with a few of the basic materials, which you can quickly get together early game to make this crystal charging process a lot faster. And that's a pure nether quartz. There we go. Now I can add that into there and get the annihilation. There we go. I did need some of these. I needed one of those in each side. I'm not sure if this is the right way around, but there we go. Okay. So I've got an interface. I'm going to save my other cores until a later date, because I just never know when I'm going to need this stuff. I'm being very limited on my resources and doing everything by hand right now. Okay, so the cable, this is good, isn't it? This is good. These boots of the traveller are awesome. The cable at the back there is connected into the network. All the way through it's connected. I just brought one up the back there so that when I place this on there, that becomes connected to the network as well. This is the ME interface. And it's basically like a chest that the ME system is going to receive items from. Yeah, it's going to receive items. Items will just drop into there and go into the system. I can also set patterns and things as well, but we'll deal with those later. I don't need to worry about it for this particular one. But it's very much the same as the Applied Energistics 1 turned out. Now, I got a little trick for this, which I would like to show you. I would indeed. I've got a golem, right? A stone golem, because he's heavy enough to sink down in water, with a gatherer animation core, right? I'm going to need to do another one of each crystal. I've got one of these, so let's get that. So we've got one of those type as well. I'm going to need to do another nether quartz crystal. And wait, throw that into there. Shouldn't take long to dispose of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the golem attached to this inventory in the water. So I can then program him using the gather to gather pure crystals when they're fully developed, flux crystals when they're fully developed, and the certis, the quartz, the nether quartz crystals when they're fully developed. So he will only pick up the 3 things, and his job is to gather those 3 things and put them into the inventory he was assigned to. So he won't touch the seeds won't despawn, so I can just put whatever seeds that I want making in there, and he will just wait for them to grow fully. Once they grow fully, he'll pick them up and put them into the EME system. And I like it. I think it's a lovely little system. I do think I need to change this dispenser to be an open blocks one, though, just in case that's going to be a bit of a glitchy issue in the future and forevermore. See, how close are we to being done? We are 34% done. That's not too bad. Not too bad. We have got to wait for it again, though. I don't think there's anything else I can do while I'm waiting. I'll probably need to make a disk drive for in here. So let's make a simple 1K disk if we can. I may need to make other bits and pieces as well. 1 ME storage. So we've got some redstone, we've got some quartz glass. Quartz glass is nether quartz dust and some actual glass. I've got 1 nether quartz dust at the moment. I do actually have a grinder in here, just in case I needed to do some grindy stuff like this. Let's put the grinder stone together. There we go, and we'll have, what did it say, 4 pieces of nether quartz dust, because I've already got 1, yeah. And just spin this a few times. Just crank in, yeah, do it. That's it. Okay, so, Ego and I, Nemgo, as it were. What's happened? Well, he's basically tried to demote me and take control. He wanted control of what's going on in Nemgo, and I wasn't having any of it. So I've left him to suffer for a bit. Left him to his own devices. See what he does. I'll go back to Nemgo village and I'll find out what a mess the place is in. And I bet he'll be begging me to come back. Begging me to come back, he will. But, well, who knows what he's going to end up as. Right. We need to do this, which is another logic processor and some Certis quartz and some of that. Easy enough, I think. That was 4 corners. Another one of these guys. Okay. Did I get another one of them? Yes, I did. I actually already got these, didn't I? I already got them out. Let's do it then. Let's do it. Let's take this. There we go. So, I reckon Ego's only going to last a few days without me. a few days without me in control, and everything's just going to go to rubbish. So I thought I would spend the time wisely in building up a healthy supply of Applied Energistics items. Oh, that's grown. Good. Come here. Thank you. Okay, so now I've got one of each of those. Yeah, I wanted to build up a nice healthy supply of the Applied Energistics stuff and just start crafting, get a basic Applied Energistics system working in my little hideaway over here, and figure out what he's doing wrong. Basically, let him play at being the CEO for a bit. See what he wants to do about it. We need some of those. Okay, there. That's that one. That goes in the middle then. Let's clear that. Put that there. And then we should be good with that. There we go, yes. A 1K ME storage. Better than chess. I have earned the achievement, baby. Achievement get. So now that's in there. I've got an Applied Energistics system that can store things. But I haven't got anything to access it. I also need an access point, which we'll come across in a bit. I need to get this golem sorted out first and foremost. Oh man, you can play... I didn't realise you can make empty storage in. I never did that before. And then you suppose you can add the other one later on. Okay. Right, well, let's try this golem out. Let's see if we can get him to work. So, let's put him... I'm going to shift right click onto the interface. No, I'm going to shift click onto the interface. There he goes, he falls in. So he's currently inactive. He doesn't have anything going for him whatsoever. He's just going to sink into the water. I picked a iron golem because they sink. He's not drowning, is he? Is he regenerating? He's regenerating. Do they start off with some less health? Maybe it's because I beat him up to put him away. I don't know. But I'm going to put a gather core on him. That makes him awake and alert. You saw his little head grow up. Yes, hello. Hello, little man. How you doing? You are going to be my little golem in a jar. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, so we're going to put him Certis Quartz, pure Certis Quartz, pure Fluix Crystals, and... pure nether quartz crystals. So they're the only things he's allowed to pick up. It says, Master, do you want me to pick up something specific or continue picking up everything? And then I set up to 6 things that I want him to pick up that are specific. Right? I should really make a few of the other things that we can use as well. But I'm not going to right now. I will sort him out with those extras a bit later on. And now he's trapped in there forever. He can access this interface through the glass, because he used to be able to access a normal vanilla chest. So let's even this out. Let's go 2 of those and 1 of those, leaving me 6 of each. And I'll just put those into there. Now, he shouldn't pick those up. He shouldn't do it. He won't do it? Okay. If I throw these in there, he will pick them up. And then he'll put them away. So he should be putting them into this interface, which means that this disc should now have something on it. Yes, it's got 3 types of item at 25 bytes used. So he has put the ready crystals into the interface, and that's gone into my AE system. I think that's awesome. Right, so another thing that I want really is a terminal to be able to access. I would like a crafting terminal. So I'm going to need a calculation process, I'm going to need a crafting table, and I'm going to need an ME terminal. ME terminal takes these 2 and another logic press. I take an illumination panel. I need to go and get some glowstone. So I end up with 3. Not too bad. I'm going to get 3 of those. Then I'm going to make an ME terminal with the formation and annihilation cores and a logic press that you've already seen me make. And then I'm going to add a crafting table, which I think you can manage to know that one, and get a calculation press on the go. Calculation press, as I said before, is just one of these printed circuits, one of these silicons, and a bit of redstone in this machine here. So redstone, silicon, yeah, nice and easy. And I'll be back in a mo with some form of crafting terminal, so I don't have to use this anymore. Okay, so where do we want this terminal to be? Let's just make it here for now. Put that on there and pop. Okay, so because this energy acceptor is leading out to these things over here, I think I've got 3 items here, 4 if you count the interface, 5 with the disk drive, 6 with this. Because I'm still under 8. Oh, lucky, he's already done it. Because I'm still under 8 things on my network, I don't need an ME controller in this version of Applied Energistics 2, which makes little sub-networks like this kind of pretty awesome, pretty awesome. I will get a controller because I want more channels, but it's pretty awesome to be able to set up little things without needing amazing amounts of cables and wires and great big controllers where everything's spidering out all over the place. That's just fun for later. Another thing is I want to put a plate behind it. But I guess that'll have to wait. I can now do all my crafting in there, though, which is awesome. As you can see, this guy has cleaned up these. So we've got 3, 2, and 1, which is what we've got left. So now they're in there. And I could literally just set this guy up with, I don't know, all of these seeds. Just put all the seeds in, let them grow, wander away, carry on doing stuff, and he will put them into my terminal for me for when I need to craft them. I think that's awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm really pleased with how it looks as well. It's nice and simple, nice and good looking, and so on. I'm really pleased that I've got my logic press now as well, which is very useful. Now I've got all those different plates. There is a way to copy the plates. You can put an iron block here, and it will inscribe a copy onto the iron block of the press. So you can copy the presses and give them to your friends for the price of a block of iron. Not too bad, some may say. Others may not like that at all. But, oh well, never mind. Ha ha. Right, we are done here, guys. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Utopia Cubed. I'll be back very soon at the head of Nemgo. No doubt about it in my mind whatsoever. Will you see? You wait. You see. It will happen. Ego's got a few things to learn about running a company first. And when it all falls flat on his face, when he just starts face palming and everybody's shouting at him and expecting him to do lots of things as the CEO, well, I will be back. Until then, folks, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time on Utopia Cubed.